remember though, these first 4 games he had, because I promise you, I ain't say
He was
nothing the
still hurt,
first 4.
bro. He was still hurt then.
Exactly though. So like we gave him the first 4 though.
He couldn't exactly throw off his back foot like that then.
But we gave him the first 4. You feel me? Because we felt like
real though. But I'm real though. You could see though, as game by game go by, he was starting to heal up again though. He was opening a bit. He was starting to be a little bit movement in the pocket. He was starting to be less stiff. You could see that though.
Let me ask you this then. Do you feel like Kurt, can you really blame Kurt for not saying nothing because he knew back then if he came out, he wasn't gonna get it back.
On the bench, on God. He knew he was gonna be sitting on the bench. He knew he was gonna be sitting on the bench. I know you at practice. I know you at practice and training camp and you see Durag out there lighting that shit up.
I've heard that even in training camp, people knew that Michael Penix Jr. Had that, like he had the talent, he had that arm strength, he had it.
Hey man, I've been seeing that arm talent since Illinois. Y'all think I'm playing? Shout could throw that ball, man. I just like his accuracy.
You mean Indiana?
Yeah, Indiana. It's his poise. It's his poise and his accuracy when he's standing in that pocket. Shouty be on some sitting there and he see a nigga rushing him. He be like, man, hold on. Fruit, take the hit. Every nigga not doing that no more. Some niggas try to still get the ball off and everything. He tough. I like him. I just don't want him to get hurt because he'll get hurt. For real. He'll get hurt. Doing like what I just said, he'll get hurt, man.
So let me ask you this then. Do you feel like we should trade Kurt and keep Kurt? Because Kurt, I mean, he can't really do much. Should we just keep Kurt as a backup?
I feel like whatever Kurt was mentoring Michael Penix Jr. on, I feel like he did enough of that last year. Kurt can go now.
You don't feel like we should have another backup?
I ain't gonna knock him having him as a backup. I'm stable with Kirk Cousins as a backup, but at the same time, I think if we get rid of him, we can bring something else.
You don't feel like we should have did that during the draft period?
I don't think nobody probably wanted them during the draft period or something like that, man. Them folks trying to get Kirk Cousins over $20 million. If nobody trying to give him $20 million, I don't think nobody want him.
All right, then. So let me ask you this. Then what about our next first round overall pick, James Pearce Jr. out of Tennessee? You supposed to meet. I thought when the season first started, he was gonna be like a top 15, top 10 draft pick. To me, I think he didn't really have as good of a year this year as he did his junior year.
Yeah,
they said in the combine though he had some testing issues or like some personal issues that was concerning on. Apparently, it didn't keep the Falcons for trading their first round draft pick next year for him.
The thing with Pierce Jr., what he brings to you on defense, he brings straight speed on his side.
You feel like he's undersized?
Undersized?
Yeah, a little undersized.
He kind of, I know what you're saying, like with that weight thing, but he built.
I have no problem with it. I'm just asking, like, this is question I've been hearing.
Yeah, that's where his speed come into play at.
So let me ask you this. Would you play him on the left and the right end? Where are you playing Jalon? With our new setup this year, we actually playing a hybrid of 3-4-4-3. How would you have your setup?
Me personally, I'm putting Jalon and goddamn and Pearce on the same side.
So you having Pearce and Jalon on the same side. So who you got at the ends then?
If I'm edging, say we in a 3-4 edge, I'm running with Jalon Walker as my edge. Pearce playing DE.
Who playing the others?
That's what I'm saying. In the 3-4 edge. So say we got a 3-4 edge and it's to the right. So it's gonna look like you got 4 down linemen, but in all actually you got a D end, a D tackle, a D end, and you have your edge right there. It look like he's he's a linebacker, but he's playing edge. And then you got other two like middle, weak side, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Who's playing your weak side, your right?